What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, making their debut on the channel tonight, we have Illumishade. Yes, indeed. How about that? Illumishade making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bobbidi bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from AB5, and this is actually AB5's prioritized request for the month of February for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, AB5. I hope you enjoy the show, man. AB5 wanted to see me react to this song by Illumishade called Elegy. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, hang on, I have heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was posted by Illumishade Topic, okay? And the video has 327 views. Not gonna get you there. Sorry. Now look, I'm sure the song is fine. I'm sure the video's fine. I'm sure everything's fine. I'm just saying 327 views is not gonna get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Elegy. That's all I got. Well, I got some artwork here. It does say Illumishade here, so I'm going to assume that we're in the right spot. Look, this is the link that AB5 gave me. So if this isn't it, don't blame me. You can blame AB5. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
feels good. It feels good. It sounds good. The energy is there. The drive is there, but it's not like pushing forward. It's more of a pulled back drive, but it's still drive. It's still driving forward. It's just not pushing forward. It's not being rushed forward. It's a more passive drive, which I like for a song like this, especially at this tempo. It feels good. They really like playing around with semitone movement. They really do. Single semitone movement. I'm hearing a lot of like flat-tude root 4 to major third, flat 6 to 5. I'm hearing a lot of that movement happening within this song. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I just couldn't help but notice that they're really relying on those single semitone resolutions to change from the dissonant to the more major mode, more major feel, especially like the flat 2 to the root and the flat 6 to the 5. That's where your dissonance is really coming into play. The fourth, not really dissonant, but the resolution from the fourth to the major third, very appealing to the ear. Very satisfying to have that resolution. It feels very nice. Let's keep going. Let's see where this goes. Solo here, that makes sense, coming off the second chorus. Very sudden drop in tempo. A very sudden drop in tempo. I wasn't sure at first if we just went into a halftime feel. No. It's not halftime. This is a actual drop in tempo. It's not like we went from 160 to 80. No, this is like we went from 160 to like, I don't know. I'm using that as example. I don't know exactly what the exact beat. Let's see. Actually, that's closer to like 70 BPM. Yeah, it's not halftime though. It's not an exact division of 2. This is a different tempo completely. Here's the thing. Absolutely no setup. No decelerando, no retardando, just out of the blue. Boom. New tempo. Very sudden. Very jarring. But here's the thing. Jarring, yes. Sudden, yes. But not in an unpleasant way. Just in a very surprising and shocking way. But not unpleasant. It's not displeasing to the ear. It still feels good. So I got no problem with it. It was just worth noticing that and worth noting that I did feel that sudden drop in tempo, and it's not halftime. Anyway, let's finish this out, and we'll get to the review. A lot of pitch harmonics. I like pinch harmonics, I do, but I don't like it when they're overused. And we're right back up to the original tempo again. There's those semitone resolutions again. Yeah, I mean, it's not really, considering the fact that I talked about pretty much everything I wanted to talk about during the reaction, there's really not a whole lot to talk about. So this is probably going to be a short review. Maybe. We'll see. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it.
Intruder alert, intruder alert.
Well, there you go, folks. That was Illumishade with Elegy. This was a request from AB5. And this was actually AB5's prioritized request for the month of February for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So, there you go, AB5. I hope you enjoyed the show. Yeah, someone wanted to come up and say hi to everybody. She hasn't been on the channel for a little bit, and she said, I want some camera time, so say hi. Yes. Everybody loves seeing you. Yes, they do. Alright, so anyway, let's get to this review here, shall we? Should I talk? No, let's do the rating first. You want me to put you down? Yeah. She's so fascinated with everything. Okay, let me put you down. Alright. Sorry about that. Let's see. Yeah, let's just get to the rating first. Out of a possible 5 stars, I'm gonna give that 4 stars. Yep, 4 out of 5 stars. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
It's a great song. It is a great song. It's got some really nice things going for it. For starters, the semitone usage, you know, going to the flat 2 to the 1, the 4 to the major 3, the flat 6 to the 5, in the main riff. I feel like that was a very good usage, and I felt like it was really well used throughout the main riff, the main intro riff, and they kept coming back to that riff several times. It was like a transitional riff, basically, and it felt really nice. I am glad that they did not utilize that same theory and that same philosophy throughout the entire song. They kept it to the main riff, the transitional riff. They kept it to that and that alone. If we had heard the same approach of utilizing the semitone transitions in the verses and in the choruses, I think it would have been overdone. And I think it would have lost some of its uniqueness, some of the specialty of it. So I'm really glad they only utilized it in that one riff. Let's see, what else? The subdivision work, especially in that, in the second verse. Don't think I didn't notice those subdivisions. No, I definitely noticed them. Really playing around with a lot of different things. You had the quarter notes, you had the half note, not the half notes, you had the quarter notes, you had the eighth notes, you had 16th notes, you had the triplets, And I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think we even heard one where it was sextuplets. Felt really nice. So I did notice that. I wish they actually would have utilized that a little bit more, especially when they went to that breakdown session where they dropped tempo. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in a second. But I wish they had really done it there, because it would have been probably far more prominent and a lot more noticeable, and they probably could have played around with it even more. But that's okay. It still sounded good. It still felt really good, and it definitely helped keep things moving and keep things fresh. The energy was there. The drive was there. It was in a more relaxed feel, a more passive feel, but it was still there, and I definitely enjoyed that. Instrumentally, it sounds like everybody did a really nice job. Guitar sounded really nice. Bass sounded, I could actually hear the bass. Bass sounded really good. Drumming sounded really good. Keyboards helped fill out the sound. Vocally, it sounded really nice, very fitting for the style of song. Now, I got no issue with anything that happened from the instrumentation or for the vocals. Everything sounded really good. Harmony sounded really good. The whole kit and caboodle sounded really good across the board. That breakdown section, it's different. Usually when we're gonna drop tempo like that, okay, one or two things is gonna happen. Usually the easiest thing to do would have been to just go into a halftime feel. They went past that. For an example, I'm not saying that this was the actual beats per minute. I'm using this as an example. Let's say the main riff was at 160 beats per minute. Okay, I know it wasn't, but let's just say hypothetically it was. So if you went into a halftime feel, we would be at about 80 beats per minute, right? It's how it would feel. Or we could actually go into halftime and actually drop it down to 80 beats per minute. They didn't do that. They went past that, and they went to like 70 beats per minute or like 65 beats per minute. They went past halftime. Very noticeable. And like I said, there was no decelerando, there was no retardando, there was no transition. It just suddenly went from here to here. And it was very sudden, very jarring, very shocking, very surprising. But here's the thing. It wasn't unpleasant. As a matter of fact, it was kind of done in a way, especially where they did it, coming out of the guitar solo. Because typically, and I'm not saying this is true with every single song ever written, but typically, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, guitar solo, right? Okay? And usually out of the guitar solo, what do? Pre-chorus, chorus. Usually, right? Or we'll just go right into the chorus. If there is a bridge section, we could go into a bridge, but does the bridge usually drop down in tempo? No, bridge usually stays at the same tempo. So it became, because they had that sudden drop, all of a sudden, predictability, right out the window. All of a sudden, we're in this brand new territory, and we're like, wait a second, what in the world just happened? So it definitely made the song more interesting. It definitely got the listener more vested, because now we gotta try to figure out where we are and where we're going. I wasn't sure if we were gonna come back up to the original tempo or not. I thought there's a very good possibility we may stay down at that slower tempo for the rest of the song. That would actually kind of make sense. But instead, we stayed down there for about a minute or so, and then we finished out the song, coming back up to the original tempo again, going back into the chorus. And then the main transitional riff to finish the song. Very smart songwriting, if I'm being honest with you. And like I said, it was jarring, yes. Sudden, yes. Unpleasant? No. It was not unpleasant. It was actually a very nice change-up. So yeah, I think overall, I mean, it's a great tune. I think the musicianship was really good. The strength of the song is definitely in the songwriting, though. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. I would absolutely listen to this again. And I feel good with that 4-star rating, and that is where we're going to stay. So, 4 out of 5 stars. Final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then, by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.